Okay, hello and welcome to this episode of Doran and Dean Talk. I'm Doran.
And I'm Dean.
And it's great to be back. And we're looking forward to this episode greatly because there's a lot of worry going on in the world at the minute.
A lot of panic, a lot of stress.
A lot of stress, a lot of panic. Everyone's worried about the upcoming, there won't be an apocalypse, but this episode, I think we decided to take a more light-hearted view upon what's going on, and not to take away there's a serious issue going on out there, so we're not going to belittle what's going on, but we're going to divert people's attention away from it, aren't we?
Trying to not put a positive spin on it, but you know, for all the doom and gloom everybody's been listening to over the last few weeks, I think it'll do everybody good to have a little bit of silliness in the life.
Absolutely, and God, we can do that. So we're going to absolutely
in spades,
yeah, yeah. So we're going to actually turn your world back the right way around for a change. So I think with this episode we've imaginatively, that's hard to say.
What that one.
Imaginatively. Yeah, say that one. You've had a few. You tell we're not drinking. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, we've called it Doran and Dean Talk the Apocalypse.
Not cause.
No, not cause.
That comes later.
Although it may do. Who knows? So we're going to talk all about the apocalypse, and we're going to look at the lighter side of the apocalypse because I think, like with everything, there is a silver lining. So
the lighter side of the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Okay, now this is definitely going to have to be a glass half full kind of episode.
I'll tell you what, that was a fucking great name for an album. That is. Write that down. The
lighter
side of the apocalypse.
Yeah, we're having that.
Yeah, absolutely. Right.
Patent pending.
We can record that on this. We'll go and get my guitar. So we're going to talk a little bit about, as always, we don't really know what we're going to talk about because I think as time goes on now, we're getting, I hope we're getting good at it, but we're taking the view, a lot of our stuff's improv, isn't it?
Yes, most of it's on the fly.
Yeah, we don't plan most things.
We have a 10-minute text conversation about possible ideas, and we just go, yeah, go on, we'll do that one.
Yeah, we'll do that one, yeah. We'll try and keep it relevant, and this week, as you can tell, with the apocalypse theme, it's a little bit applicable to what's going on in the world, so we're going to have a go at that one. So we'll look at the lighter side of the apocalypse. So I think, generally speaking, bar all the disease and the coronavirus and all that thing, I promised I wasn't going to say that in the first 2 minutes, but I failed, so I've said it. Is some of the actions that people take when they're put under pressure or under stress or anything else.
God, yeah.
Yeah, and that people panic.
Yeah, well, there's been a lot of panic buying. Obviously, we're in the UK. You cannot get for love nor money. Well, it's our work. Hand sanitizer, antibacterial hand wash, dry pasta, and bog roll. Yeah. I don't get the bog roll bit. Well, I don't get any of it, to be honest with you, because if everybody just simmered the fuck down, you could just buy it normally anyway.
Yeah, you could, yeah. I mean, I love a good wipe like anybody, but I mean, I struggle to find out how this situation would necessitate ferociously wiping your ass more than normal.
Well, there's no, as I'm aware of, there's no way I'm ever going to be a doctor. But I don't think there's any.
You're a love doctor.
Yeah, Doctor Feel Good. There's no south of the border, if you know what I mean, where it wants me to crude symptoms of coronavirus, I don't think.
Arse water.
That's the one, mate. Yeah. Mulligatawny. Bum mulligatawny. Yeah. So it's just people being fucking stupid. Because you know what happens? There's a line in Men in Black, see, I'm going to films already.
Oh, yeah, well, they're already people.
And he says, when he's recruiting at the beginning, he said, a person is smart, but people are dumb, stupid, panicky animals.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we are just a wandering herd of animals with credit cards. Yeah. We're so I think, but with toilet roll, it's interesting because, like I said, we've all sat there. I mean, I don't know about you, but I've sat there and gone into the bathroom and conducted proceedings, and then that little glance over and you think, oh no,
yeah, no there,
cardboard. And then you're thinking about the comfort of that cardboard. You're thinking, if I just peel it in the corner and unravel it so it looks like what shape is that when it comes out? It looks like a wine gum. What is it? that the diamond shape when you unravel the... I've never done this, by the way. I'm just theorising.
Bollocks.
and you think, can it be done? Can it be done? Can I apply this cardboard sheet to my rectum?
Well, You remember that fucking, what was that bog paper you used to get at school? You know, like medicated stuff, like tracing
Oh,
paper. You used to
yeah.
rip your sphincter
It
to
was-
pieces.
It was the same. It was the same stuff they made the Bibles out of.
Yeah, it was called Isle or something like that, wasn't
Fuck
it?
knows, it was fucking painful.
Yeah,
Oh.
sounded like a fucking villain at a Ghostbusters. But I remember one of the worst fucking poo experiences I had. Remember Deep Pan Pizza at Preston?
You do, yeah.
Yeah. I went in there, and I don't usually use public facilities for a sit-down job.
No.
I had no choice. Done my business. No blue roll on it. And it's not like you can shout for your missus or, want kids to throw your bog roll through the door.
help.
Yeah. So
And this was probably pre-mobile, so
it was
you
pre-mobile.
couldn't dial 999.
Yeah, it was definitely pre-mobile. So I had to resort to emergency measures,
Oh my god.
open my wallet, and got an handful of receipts.
I think you were going to say a £10 note.
No,
then.
I'm not that fucking bad. No.
I was going to say you're too tight for
I'm
that.
too fucking right
yeah,
now.
Yeah, you'd take the skid pan over.
I'd have run bollock naked through the restaurant
Yeah.
rather than wipe my ass on a fiver.
Yeah, but so this, I don't get it. So yeah, he said. I mean, I have considered the cardboard application before, and there are more imaginative ways to clean yourself. So yeah, I don't really get it. And what's going on I don't know about wherever you guys are out there, but I know in the UK, there's just basically no toilet roll anywhere. There's no toilet roll. There's no paracetamol. Paracetamol. I mean, they say the only reason you don't use paracetamol is to control your temperature, but
You don't get a temperature with it.
Well, you can.
Oh,
yeah,
you
you
get
can.
fever, don't you?
But I don't know about you. Whenever I've got a fever, I don't take fucking paracetamol.
Nah.
Anyway.
Whiskey.
Yeah, whiskey. Yeah. So I don't understand the mentality. So basically, as we speak right now, there are people wandering around with carfuls of paracetamol and loo roll. So if you want a comfy overdose, you can lie down in the back of your car on top of your 450 toilet rolls and OD on paracetamol.
So all these panic biting people, they're making normal people. I said normal. I use normal in the loosest fucking sense. Normal people like me.
The loosest.
Yeah. Looking like knobheads. So I went to Morrison's the other day and we actually needed loo roll.
Yeah.
And there was some left. And I actually felt kind of, I won't say embarrassed, but aware that I was buying toilet roll. You know what I mean?
You thought, I'm contributing to the panic.
Yes. Yeah. But I generally needed toilet roll.
Yeah, you need it.
Yeah. But no, it's just, it's like somebody, like I said, somebody will mention something. Oh, fucking Doran down the street said they're going to run out of fucking whatever in
that's exactly what it is.
3 weeks. I better go and buy 3 metric tons of it that I'm never going to fucking use. But when I went in Asda, there were no dry pasta.
No.
None.
No.
But the shelves were absolutely rammer-jammed full of pasta sauce. So it's going to be the blandest apocalypse
It is.
we're going to ever have.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
But I don't get it because pasta sauce keeps like 3 years, isn't it?
Yeah.
So why just buy the fucking plain pasta?
Yeah.
Nothing to go on it.
Because people are stupid.
Fucking
That's why.
bellends.
But yeah, I wouldn't want to go to that party, would you? I mean, if things got really bad as well, you just envisage loads of people just eating bowls of plain pasta, which is horrible.
I don't actually mind plain pasta,
No.
I'm saying with plain rice.
No, it's wrong on every level.
I could just eat rice on its own.
Oh God, no. If I had to, I'd eat anything, I suppose, even toilet roll. But I can't. I certainly wouldn't do it by choice. But if there is a food shortage, people may have to resort to eating the toilet roll because they've got that much of it.
There won't be a food shortage if everybody just, like I said, simmers down. Just buy your normal, what you would anyway.
Yeah, but they won't. That's the problem. It just won't happen because once it's like anything. Once it starts rolling, it ain't stopping. It ain't stopping because the other thing, like they're running out of baked beans.
Good. Fucking hate beans.
No, I love beans. No, I'm into that.
Do you know why I don't like beans?
Go on.
Because the sauce touches other food, so I can't separate it.
Yeah, you got that's issues.
Yeah,
that is issues. But I take your point. Yeah, I take your point. The sauce does migrate. It doesn't respect its borders.
Satan's hemorrhoids beans, not bad.
And interestingly, other stuff like UHT milk as well, because people think, suddenly
we're going to run out of cows.
Yeah, the cows are going to stop producing milk.
Apocalypse cow.
Yeah, very good. I like that down. I like that one. They got that in early. Well done. Yeah, they're not going to be able to have milk on the cereal, so we'll get the worst tasting milk product ever.
And it is horrible, isn't it?
And we'll stick it in the cupboard so it's all tepid.
It's
and
rank.
Oh, God.
It's like fucking melted plastic.
And you know what's going to happen when all this finishes and we get back to a level of normality? People are just going to have...
shitloads of stuff they don't need.
Yeah. And you know what's going to happen, don't you? They're going to donate it.
Mm.
And there's going to be people going to the food banks to pick up their food parcel, and it's going to consist of paracetamol, pasta,
bog roll,
toilet roll. And that's it. And maybe a tin of baked beans, which is nowhere to live.
There's one group of people that are even worse than panic buyers, and that's the shitheads that are trying to profit off it. You've seen them fucking at Amazon. They got bottles of hand wash, like 35 quid, and stuff like that. No, seriously, £35 for a bottle of fucking hand wash.
No, I know, it is bonkers. It is bonkers. But the funny thing, it's not funny. No, I take that back. The hand sanitizer, well, am I right in saying that's a relatively new invention? So, like 30 years ago, they didn't have a fucking hand sanitizer. So why is everybody walking right? Like everybody walks, like at work. Yeah. Everybody walks around rubbing their hands, the glistening hands together like they've just had a wank. Yeah. All day.
And a lot of health professionals actually say that hand sanitizer is like a last resort where it's impractical to have soap and water. Soap and water is actually better. Just buy a bar of soap. Yeah. But 35 quid for a bottle of fucking hand sanitizer. Yeah,
shit, innit?
I would... No, I can't say that.
No, yeah, be careful.
I would rather finger a coronavirus patient and lick my fingers than pay 35 quid for a bottle of sanitizer. It's just not fucking happening. No,
I agree with you. Yeah, I'd rather. Yeah, I'm not going to go there. But yeah, it's. I wouldn't spend that. Definitely not. But this is it. You see, people panic buying. That's a big part of any potential apocalypse. Is that people get insecure and they worry that they're not going to be able to wipe their backsides or take paracetamol and everything else. But they need to restrict what people can buy. Full stop. Really. So they really, on a serious note, they really need to do that. But this is how people react. I don't think we're going to change it. I really, really don't. It's like with fuel. You know, people, that'll be the next thing. You mark my words, people start panic buying fuel. And there'll be no fucking fuel.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah. So it's just like you said, if everybody just carries on, buy what you would normally buy and there wouldn't be an issue.
You better not. You know, if people start panic buying fuel, it will just reaffirm my belief that the world is full of dicks.
It is full of dicks.
The coronavirus scare, the advice is, if you think you've got it or you're going to get it, you stay home. Yeah. So if you're not going to go out, don't be filling your fucking car up full of petrol.
That's very true. Yeah. In fact, if you do get it, they should siphon all the fuel out your car.
So you can't clamp you.
Just fucking weld your car door shut. BA could do that.
Oh, yeah.
BA to do it. Mr. T, he's not doing much to this these days, is he?
No, he's not so good now, is he?
No, to be fair, I'll wish him all the best, old Mr. T. But yeah, because he used to fucking weld things together in record time on the A-team, didn't he?
Yeah, lock him in a garage with a packet of crisps.
Yeah.
Go out with a Walker's tank.
I bet he could weld shut about... How many Honda Jazzes could he do in an hour, do you reckon?
Oh, God, yeah.
A lot.
Not enough. Weld them all together. Yeah. Fucking throw them at sea.
Yeah, they could do it. So there would be... it would be a good solution, definitely. But no, this needs to stop. So hopefully, with some of our wisdom and I think common sense as well, I think they will. I think we'll certainly tick that as definitely a byproduct of the apocalypse, whether there be a disease or an incoming asteroid or anything else. I think people would panic buy. It would be funny if a fucking 5 mile wide asteroid heading towards the Earth. What's the fucking point?
Yeah.
You might as well just fucking strip off.
Come at me, bitch. Yeah. Come on, man.
You would, wouldn't you? You just fuck it. You
try and volley it.
Yeah, you just fuck it. You wouldn't bother. You'd be like, whatever. You just want to have a massive party. I'd just get pissed, mate. I really would. I'd just get absolutely annihilated.
Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah. Well, no. Do you know what? If it was guaranteed that you were going to die, you know, like you said, an asteroid was coming. And
no escape.
No escape. I'd spend it with my family, obviously. But I would get the biggest pile of Class A drugs I would find.
Yeah.
Because I was talking about this with my missus the other day, and if they weren't obviously addictive and that,
it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, but what I mean, I'm always been curious about what it feels like. So obviously, I've never done hard drugs like that. But obviously, I'd never do them. But if there's an asteroid coming down, I just get a fucking nose bag of coke.
Would you?
Yeah, fucking right.
Yeah, I think I'd probably join you as well. I think it's
Try and outrun it on M6.
I think it'd be really funny though. At the last second, you missed the Earth and you're fucking strung out on drugs. That would be hilarious, wouldn't it? It would be hilarious. But
It's just my fucking love.
yeah, I'm mine. Yeah, I'm mine as well. No, but I often think how people would react and everything else. And do you know what? Honestly, I think if there was an impending asteroid or whatever, it makes you wonder. Would they tell us? I don't really know if they tell us or not. But if they did, let's just say they did tell us, and then I honestly think I'd be quite chilled about it, in a way. I think you probably have that moment of, oh, for fuck's sake. But I think there'd be once you get over that initial, oh shit, you think, well, fucking
what can I do?
Yeah. It'd be quite liberating in some ways. And I think in a way it'd be you just fucking do whatever you want. I wouldn't hurt anybody, but I would,
I would.
Yeah, maybe one or two, but yeah, I think I'd just fucking have a massive party. I'd just fucking leopard skin pants on. I'd put some makeup on, and I'd just get twatted.
Watch it come down.
Yeah, I would. I'd just go up River Pike, just stand at the top of River Pike. Like Woody Harrelson does in 2012.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
I was just going to say that. Yeah.
And I'd just do that. I think I'd just say, come on, whatever, bring it on.
Yeah, but come on, that asteroids only ever hit Paris and Los Angeles.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they're fucking unlucky though. You wouldn't live there, would you?
No.
It's either earthquakes or it hits all major cities. Like in rural Lancashire, you'd probably be all right, wouldn't you?
You wouldn't know the difference in most of them.
There's bigger holes in the road.
It might improve Rosendale.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would. It fucking raise the intellect level. But you I think. What other apocalypse? So I said there was a great. Everything like what's the Great Flood film? What's that? Oh no, it's a tsunami caused by the asteroid. What film's that? When you see the massive
Deep Impact.
It's a Deep Impact.
Yeah.
And that's scary when you see that. I think.
I hate that film.
Do you?
Yeah, because it's got Tia Leone in it, and I can't stand it.
No, I'm with you on that. There's some really. That's the other thing. There's some really shit apocalypse films. Really, really shit ones. I mean, you got the zombie genre. I suppose you could call it a apocalyptic film, but it's not a cataclysmic event, is it? But there's some really, obviously awesome zombie movies. But it does raise some interesting questions, doesn't it? Apocalypse movies, because like how people would react and the panic and everything else, and it's quite scary. But I think it makes you realise how small we are, really, and how insignificant, really, in the big scheme of things we are.
There's no control. For all we think we can do, we've no control over most of the stuff.
No. I haven't even got control of my own TV. Never mind anything else. I can't even imagine, controlling the fate of a nation, let alone the human race. It's just we're just hurtling through space.
I think I would prefer an apocalypse than watch that shit that our wives were watching last week.
Oh fucking hell! What was that? Is that Love is? Is it Love is Blind?
I wish I were fucking blind watching that.
Yeah. I think they should have a warning on that may result in blindness.
I very nearly walked into the kitchen and took my own eyes out with a melon baller.
At this point, I haven't got a melon baller, but I've got a. What have I got? I've got a potato scoop, ice cream scoop.
That'd do.
Yeah, mashed potato.
I just sharpen it a bit on end.
Yeah, yeah. I think I do the job.
Oh,
yeah, I do the job. Yeah, that was horrific TV.
Fucking hell. Yeah,
and I'm not being funny. Like you said, from an apocalyptic point of view, the thought of marrying somebody you've never seen before, it's terrifying enough knowing the person. Never mind fucking trying to marry somebody you've never seen before.
There's no way they really got married on that programme.
I don't know. Well, apparently they did.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah, bonkers. Yeah, the Americans, aren't they?
There is that.
The tapped.
No offence to any Americans listening.
Well, yeah, no, that's true. We criticise everybody, don't we?
Yeah, but we're an equal opportunity discriminator.
Yeah, like a lot of comedy. As long as you insult everybody, you can get away with it. Yeah, but no, Americans generally, they're a bit wet, aren't they?
Especially
when it comes to love. Yeah, cheesy as fuck.
Yeah. What fucking wrestling still, no?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, they're but I can understand that, if you were single and the apocalypse was approaching, you'd want to go out with a bang, for want of a better word, wouldn't you? I suppose.
Literally and metaphorically.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm not condoning going out and hitting somebody over the head and dragging them home or anything like that.
Going full on caveman.
Yeah, full on caveman. Yeah, just go fucking twatting some bird over the back of the head. I wouldn't recommend doing that. No, definitely not.
If I had to choose the apocalypse, I think I'd go zombie.
Would you? Yeah, well, because you stood a chance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because, right, I know it's bollocks. Well, I've mentioned it before. World War Z, the book, not the shit film.
I'm gonna stand my ground. No, and I listen. I know we have difference of opinion, and yet we agree on a lot as well. As a standalone movie, I've never read the book or anything, but as a standalone movie, I quite enjoyed it.
I'll lend it you.
Okay.
And then it's a difference between the film being water and the book being
wine.
No, pure ethanol, jet fuel.
Yeah.
But the same chap that wrote that, he wrote the Zombie Apocalypse Survival Guide. But it's written seriously.
Oh, fucking hell,
like a training manual.
Oh shit, you're joking?
No, it's fucking ace.
Is it? That
it's
does sound
brilliant.
Good,
it is really
like
good.
Like a Haynes manual.
Yeah, and it tells you what to do. Like if you're going to escape, what terrain you to go for, and the pros and cons.
Where do you go? What would you do?
Well, they said the pros and cons of different areas.
Yeah.
If you're going to go to the sea, make sure you've got plenty of experience. Don't go in shallow water because zombies are dead and they can still walk on the bottom and they can reach up and get you.
Oh,
and if you've got to stay at home, it goes down to like the height of the fence that you've got to build.
Oh my god!
Which area to use as a latrine so you don't get infections.
Shit.
It says swap your house around. So anything downstairs, like your main living areas, put upstairs, and anything upstairs, put downstairs. Like if you can, use downstairs as your bathroom, if possible.
Wow.
If you've got a downstairs bathroom. And it says demolish your steps. Work backwards, obviously, with a big sledgehammer. Twat the living shit out your steps so there's nothing left, and use a rope ladder.
Right.
So if they do get through your defences, you can pull the rope ladder up and you're upstairs and they can't get you.
Right, yeah.
And it goes through to what type of weapons you should use.
Oh my god.
Don't go for military ones because you'll run out of ammo and you'll not get them again. And it said the American M16 was the worst assault rifle ever made. Don't buy one of them because the stock's not strong enough to use as a bludgeoning weapon if you run out of ammo.
Yeah, well, I suppose that's common sense.
Well, honestly, it's brilliant. It's really good. It's frightening.
Yeah, it sounds it.
Yeah.
Wow.
It said don't use like long range rifles if you intend to go in the jungle because you can't see anything because of the trees. It's absolutely brilliant.
God.
It's really, really in depth. It's quite a long book. It's not like a pamphlet.
No, it's a proper...
I'm talking 300-400 pages.
Shit.
But it's brilliant.
Wow.
But it's written seriously, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
it's not a joke.
Completely. That's really weird. Wow. I can't imagine. I don't know what I'd do with the zombie side of it. I often think, would I go to the countryside? I think that's the safest bet, countryside, because it's less sparsely populated. Sorry, it's more sparsely populated.
Yeah.
And more cover. And I think I'd go. I know you'd have to dip in and out of villages and towns to get supplies. You'd have to do that. But I think I'd reside. I wouldn't chance me arm in town. Fuck that.
No, but only thing over here though, it's that small over here. Any fraction of population has the same idea as you. You're going to tripping over each other anyway.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Could always go to Scotland as a last resort. Suppose maybe or Lake District.
That's an underrated apocalyptic film.
What?
Doomsday. Have you seen that?
Oh no, I don't see that one.
There's a virus gets unleashed in Scotland, so they like rebuild Hadrian's Wall, only modern, like it's massive and fucking steel and stuff like that, and they let everybody in Scotland and they all turn savage.
Oh
and
no,
stuff.
I've seen that one.
Very good. That Bob Hoskins is in it.
All right, I might give that a go. Could always just kick everyone out of Wales, and then just use Wales as a safe haven.
Just push them out at sea.
Yeah, send them all to Isle of Man. And sink it. No, I'm joking. No, I wouldn't do that.
You and your anti-Welsh agenda.
Yeah, well, they don't like us. I mean, I know. I mean, they don't. Sorry, I'm salting my drink there. But no, I don't wish any ill on the Welsh people.
I don't know. why they put. I wonder what percentage of the Welsh population actually speak Welsh.
Too many.
It can't be many, can it?
No, but they speak Welsh to piss you off.
I'm saying when you go down, all fucking road signs have all got all nothing but vowels.
Yeah, just give it up. Yeah, they don't know when they conquered. That's the problem.
Fucking hell.
Was it Marcus Aurelius that said? Was it on Gladiator? These people don't know when they conquered.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about Welsh people. I'm only joking.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. No, I have had the odd experience, and I do like. I know a lot of Welsh people, by the way, and I get on fine with them. But I have had experience of going when I'm in Wales, and as soon as they hear my English accent, they start talking Welsh to each other.
That's just pig ignorant, that.
And I swear to you, and that's not me being paranoid. That's happened multiple times.
Yeah.
Multiple times as well. So yeah, I find that quite disturbing. But it's a stupid language anyway. They say you sound like you got speech problems when you speak Welsh anyway.
It sounds like you got a mouthful of stuff and you're trying not to let it.
Yeah.
Not letting it fall out.
No, it does. It does sound like when you listen to the language in audio, it does sound like somebody's got issues.
Just learn one line of Welsh. Just learn what the fucking hell did you just say.
Yeah.
Just learn that.
Yeah.
And then when they start, say it and watch them go red.
Yeah, that'll be good, yeah. No, it has happened a few times, but yeah, I think there's a whole nother show there. When it comes to the Welsh people, I could certainly talk quite a lot. And as you know by now, probably if you've listen to us on other episodes, is that I have quite strong opinions when it comes to
the Welsh and Warwick Davis.
Yeah, he's not Welsh, is he? Warwick Davis?
I don't know. Is Warwick a Welsh name?
I don't know. I hope not. No, I don't think so. No.
Nah.
No, he's not. I hope he's not. Anyway, Jesus. But no, he's. Yeah, I think from a zombie point of view, I think I would definitely head to the hills. Definitely, without a doubt, and I'd seek refuge in the countryside as well. But yeah, you would have to, like I said, you would have to delve in and out of towns and stuff like that. And you certainly wouldn't be able to get any firearms around here. No. You'd have to break. Well, you could get shotguns.
That's it.
But that's it. It's close combat shit. That
you get a hunting rifle at a push.
Maybe, yeah.
And interestingly, in the zombie apocalypse survival guide, that is the best one to get.
Really?
Hunting rifle.
Yeah, so we keep your distance type of thing.
You keep your distance, and it said it teaches you discipline.
Yeah.
Other than just putting it on full auto and rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
You just you pick your shots better.
No, that does make sense. But you could always go to the army bases, couldn't you? I suppose there's army bases dotted about if you needed some serious horsepower. Serious firepower. Yeah. And horsepower, I suppose. But yeah, serious firepower.
I'd go crossbow me. I'd go full, what's his face off Walking Dead? What's his name?
No, I don't watch Walking Dead.
Well, we watched first 2 or 3. You know what I mean? Daryl.
Yeah, he had a crossbow, didn't he?
Yeah, I'd go full crossbow,
Yeah, it's a cool weapon, a crossbow, isn't it? Yeah, proper apocalypse. If you're going to dress up as a person from an apocalypse, you'd have a crossbow. I think you'd have a crossbow. You'd have like I quite like that barbed wire wrap around a baseball bat look as well. That's pretty good look, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then like a leather jacket with the sleeves cut off.
I don't know. You're going a bit village people, mate.
Yeah, you're that sort of sadomasochistic village person. Yeah, and just like leather pants and.
What else fuck are you going with this?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just painting.
That.
That dressed as a sailor. No. But no, I think. I think zombie would be probably the one that if you had to choose an impending doom scenario, just to maximise your chances.
Yeah,
probably be it.
I think it's the one that stands more chance of us fighting back.
Yeah, there is that. But like I said, I think with an inevitable scenario where you've got no hope, I think you'd probably end up, like I said, like you said, I think I'd just get incredibly high and incredibly drunk and do that. Just enjoy the rest of...
Just a weekend then?
Yeah, just normal, yeah. Try and just live life as normal as possible as well. But no, I don't think... I don't think you'd be able to enjoy any of it though, because most people would just be running around like lunatics.
and you get the weirdos coming out of woodwork, wouldn't you? The well, not so religious, but the
Yeah, the religious
do
people.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, the Bible nuts.
They'll all come out in the robes, singing fucking whatever, and
Yeah, you would do. Yeah, they sort of fire and ash and all that, and they'd be preaching.
all Scientologists would be queued up waiting for the spaceship.
Yeah, yeah, they would be. Yeah, you're right, because that's what they believe, isn't it? They believe the spaceship's behind I think it's a comet or an asteroid or something like that. I believe that's the thing.
See Tom Cruise stood there watching this fucking thing coming down. I hope there's something behind that.
yeah. I know he would. He would be, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I spent $3.5 million on this. I hope there's something behind that. In fact, I bet I spent more than that.
Yeah, damn right. I think the funny thing is as well is that nobody would be here to see if it was right or wrong.
Yeah.
You'd be like, you couldn't stand there and go, yeah, I fucking told you all. You didn't listen to me. I told you. And if it doesn't, then it doesn't really matter anyway, does it? We'll just all be floating through space.
How far did you get with Walking Dead? Did you watch it at all?
I couldn't get it. I tried. I did watch it. I mean, I on the face of it, I tried. I did the first season, and I thought, but it's sort of like to me anyway. It was like a decently made zombie movie that they didn't know what to do with. Because I think a lot of the series, maybe less so these days, because there's a lot of massive budget series now, which is great because there's lots to choose from. But I think with Walking Dead, at that time when it first started, I think a lot of things ended up on the small, what's called, obviously, not so small now, but the small screen with like failed movie ideas, aren't they?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
A lot of the time.
Yeah.
I don't know, and I'm in the minority because people love it, don't they? But I can't imagine watching 10 fucking seasons of it, though.
I think we did 3 seasons, and then it just started being more about people.
Sorry about that.
People than zombies. It's like they kind of run out of budget for the zombie effects.
Excuse me, yeah.
So they replaced the zombies as the villains, which it should be, and put nutcases in instead.
Yeah. Yeah, I just lost interest. It didn't grab me at all. No, it definitely didn't grab me. But I know, as I said, I know in the minority because, how successful is it? It's
massive, extremely,
yeah, massively successful. But I can't think it was any other. I'll tell you what was good. Did you watch that Black Summer?
Yes. I didn't finish it. I didn't finish it, to be honest with you. I liked it. To be honest, I forgot about it.
Yeah.
I think about halfway through it.
Yeah, loved that. Loved it. I thought it was brilliantly made. And I love quite intricate plot lines and everything else, but I love the way that you saw the same scenarios from different angles at the same time.
Yeah.
So you saw somebody running past, and then you'd later see that person lying in the street, and that person run past them. So you saw it from all angles. I thought it was really clever, and I really liked it. And I thought it was quite gritty as well. So it wasn't polished or anything. It was really, really good. Really enjoyed that. I'm just going to burp violently. Hang on.
Go on, do it. Oh.
Sorry. I do have some standards, not many, but that's one of them. But no, the Black Summer I thought was really, really good. I did really, really enjoy that, and I think they're doing a second season. So
all right, I'll have to catch up on that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have a go at that.
I tell you what is very good that I stumbled across. I know it's been done to death, but they've done another War of the Worlds series.
Another one?
Yeah, on Fox.
Right.
There's a lot of subtitles in it because a lot of it's based in France.
Oh
man, it's good.
You're putting me off now.
No, honestly, brilliant.
Not really.
I'm dark, and I mean dark as fucking sin. Really dark. Gory, violent, edgy, quite scary. A lot of tension in it. Gabriel Byrne's in it.
Oh yeah, I like Gabriel Byrne.
Yeah. But yeah, very, very dark.
And is it called War of the Worlds?
Yes, War of the Worlds.
Yeah. I'll give that a go.
It's actually going now, do you know what I mean? It's not on demand or anything. I think it's 4 episodes gone.
All right, I'll give that a go.
Very good.
Yeah, I think I will give that a go, actually, because I like Gabriel Byrne, I like War of the Worlds as well. But I suppose the other scenario is Apocalypse, if you can call it, as alien invasion, isn't it? That's another one. So I like War of the Worlds, and that's equally as scary, I suppose. But
just send Randy Quaid up in a plane. Will be
yeah, you could do that.
I love that film.
No, don't.
I love it.
No.
I went to pictures about 5 times to watch that.
No, Independence Day?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I hate it.
It's just, it's not a good film. I know it isn't, but it's just one of them films where you just want to let it wash. Just let it wash over.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I mean, I have guilty pleasures like that as well.
It's just an enjoyable film. It's not,
It's Will Smith though.
He's a bit.
I can't stand him.
He's a bit much, isn't he?
I've never liked him. I can't. Again, I don't know why. I can't really put my finger on it, but but no. I mean, I know it was immensely successful and everything. It is one of those, I suppose, guilty pleasure movies as well. But yeah, the alien invasion side of it wouldn't stand a fucking chance.
Nah.
It would just be. No. I don't think it'd even be a battle. I think it'd just be over in if they wanted to take us out. I think they'd just go right, just fucking wipe them out.
Tell you what film I like, and it got panned by critics, but I don't give a shit what critics say.
No.
Battlefield Los Angeles.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed that.
Love that.
Yeah,
love that.
Yeah.
And the thing I like about it is the aliens and the crafts and that aren't overdone. Do you know what I mean? There's like not a realism, but
there's a vulnerability to them.
There's a mechanism to them. You know what I mean? Like they seem to run on like standard fuel.
Yeah, that's right.
Stuff like that.
And they could. Yeah, they weren't so far advanced that you couldn't fight back.
That's right. Yeah.
No, I get that. I enjoyed that film. Yeah, I did enjoy that.
That got panned, that,
Yeah.
Got slated.
Yeah. It was interesting. Yeah, because it's based on a. Well, it's based. It was not that, but the inspiration came from a real event.
Did it?
About Los Angeles. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it was 1942. Obviously, America was experiencing quite a lot of war jitters and stuff like that. And in Los Angeles, 1942, there was an air raid siren went off, and they shot 1,400 rounds of anti-aircraft artillery into the sky at something.
Yeah.
That was caught in the spot. There's a very famous photograph, by the way. If you go online and debate there and just put Battle of Los Angeles 1942, there's a God, I'm using big words tonight. There's a convergence of spotlights in the air illuminating an object that's fucking enormous. And when as they did with the photo analysis, when they turned it negative to get an idea of its shape, it was saucer shaped, and they hit it repeatedly and couldn't take it down. And there was 1,400 rounds of it. They shot at it and they couldn't bring it down.
All right.
And apparently a plane went up there, a fighter, fighter, not a jet, and got taken. It fell out the sky when it tried to
the plane.
Yeah, and that's a real event. There's a real picture on it. It was on the front.
It
was on the front of the LA Times. The actual picture of it of this object, and it's quite scary, to be honest. But it was a real event.
I'll have to look at that after.
So it's nothing to do with the movie as such, but it was the inspiration behind the title, Battle of Los. They called it the Battle of Los Angeles.
Well, there we go.
Yeah. So, as you know, but I'm actually quite into UFOs, as you can tell.
No.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's a true event. So, quite scary, really.
I don't think if it did come to that, I don't think there would be an invasion as such. They'd just fucking pulse us with something.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah. Yeah, it is interesting how it's like what we were saying, in our time travel episode, like we said about potentially being time travelers from the future, didn't we? But if they're not, and they are coming from a different place, from distance, if they were going to take us out, they'd probably done it by now, because they reckon that the reason there was such an upsurge in sightings and incidents was because when we set off the first nuclear bomb, that they didn't like that, and that's why there was such a influx of sightings and stuff, because they were suddenly made aware that we were fucking with stuff we shouldn't be, in terms of nuclear capabilities and stuff. It worried them a little bit.
That's a bit like Star Trek First Contact.
Yeah.
When the Vulcans came because they did the warp drive thing. I can't believe I'm talking about Star Trek. I feel sick now.
Yeah, no, I take your point. Yeah, it's interesting, and I suppose it's like kids playing with matches, isn't it? Same type of thing, same principle. We really didn't know what we were doing. We just sort of developed the technology to split the atom, and then all of a sudden we decided to make a massive fucking bomb and blow and set it off in the middle of the desert.
So that's one of the worst things about us as a species, isn't it? The first thing we want to do is say, "What can I blow up with this?"
Yeah, but you want to do that with a kid as a kid, though, don't you? It's in us all. It's in us all.
Yeah.
You know, if I gave you some firecrackers when you were 12 or 13, you wouldn't think, we need to be responsible with these.
Oh, no.
Let's keep them. I tell you what, if I keep my 12 firecrackers, you keep your 12 firecrackers, and then at least we know that if we kick off, then
We're
you're
both gonna get it.
You're going to think twice about kicking off with me because I've got the same amount of firecrackers as you.
Mutually assured destruction with fireworks.
Correct, but you don't do that. You stuff them in a milk bottle, don't you?
Fucking
And
right,
then you set fire to it.
Or you post them through pub letterboxes. Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah. So yeah, I suppose it's human nature. But yeah, I take your point. It's what do you do? I don't know. But it is human nature. There's no going back now. But arguably, I suppose if we hadn't have split the atom and invented the nuclear bomb, World War II would have lasted a hell of a lot longer than it did.
Yeah.
I suppose B, the Cold War could have eventually been a conventional military conflict. And the reason the lid was kept on it was probably it was the nuclear deterrent, wasn't it? Because if the Russians have had nuclear weapons and we didn't, and the Americans didn't, then the whole face of the world would be different, or vice versa, I suppose.
Yeah, there's no need for. See, what always puzzles me about nuclear weapons, especially the modern ones. You know what I mean? You can wipe half a fucking continent out with 3 of them. Why have they got 7,000 of them?
I don't know. It's like toilet rolls.
Like me?
Same thing.
Panic buying nukes.
Yeah. So maybe they were just like, that's a pretty nuke, isn't it? You know, they're probably thinking, fucking brilliant, I can build a better one than that. I bet you can't. Go on then, I'll prove it. And then suddenly they make one that's 3 inches taller and a bit pointier. and then they think, that's brilliant, that. Yeah, really, really good.
Like expansion packs on Call of Duty, there's probably one that's fucking neon pink camouflage on it.
Probably is. And there'll be one covered in Swarovski crystals.
Yeah.
In Russia, somewhere. Some fucking Russian oligarch will have this nuclear warhead in an underground bunker covered in crystals.
Surely to God, you wouldn't need more than 6 or 7.
No, you wouldn't, no.
Should you?
No, definitely not.
I think Yanks have got like fucking, what?
Thousands.
Yeah, thousands of them.
Thousands of them. And they got some, some of them are over here as well. So,
yeah.
Which is quite scary. But, so yeah, you're right. You know, we could blow up the world 1,000,000 times over probably. But that's another thing with the apocalypse. You know, it could have easily been self-inflicted. You know, with especially in the 80s, fucking hell, came very close. Especially, you know, certain times of in history, came very close.
It came. I think closest was in Kennedy's era, wasn't it?
Right.
Bay of Pigs.
That's right. Yeah. The Cuban Missile Crisis. It was apparently the legend goes. I think we covered this in a video. I remember we did that. We did Star of the Week one week, and it was the guy, that Russian general, Russian sailor. Do you not remember they were in the Russian Navy?
Vaguely.
We covered this, and he was.
We drank alcohol on them videos.
Yeah, we were very drunk, but they were. The gist of it was that he sort of didn't disobey, but didn't carry out an order straight away that he was told to, which they reckon resulted in it not happening.
I vaguely remember it. I remember you mentioning it.
Yeah,
but like I said, it might have been the Jam Shed episode.
Yeah, it could have been. Yeah, but he was told basically, do it type of thing. So it was close. It was close. Yeah, very close. So we have come very, very close quite a few times. So which is pretty scary, but like similar to in the 80s, you know, when they had all the it's not, you can laugh now because but at the time it must have been terrifying, where they had the instruction videos, you know, if there was a nuclear
paint your windows white.
Yeah, no, you must make sure you have, and basically it was like prop some wood up on an angle in your living room and stuff it full of your cushions and make sure you're in there if there's a nuclear bomb goes off.
Okay, now
put bin bags up on your windows. And you know it's funny. I mean, you can laugh now because it didn't happen, but at the time, the only reason they did those things was stop people panicking.
Definitely,
because they thought they could do something. In truth, they'd just been vaporized in seconds. You wouldn't have stood a chance. Your house would have been blown away, and you'd have been blown away, like Terminator 2.
Did you ever watch that short animated film in the 80s called When the Wind Blows?
Yeah, love
That's
it.
brilliant.
Yeah, love it. It's very sad.
It is.
Yeah.
If you've not watched that, look it up. It's brilliant.
Yeah, just don't think you're going to come out of it though, and then in a happy mood. Like you wouldn't get your mates around, would you? And go up some cans and watch Where the Wind Blows, would you?
No, if you do this, there's something fucking seriously wrong with you.
You wouldn't do. No, you definitely wouldn't do that because it is very, very sobering. But yeah, it's quite scary. It's not quite scary. It's exceptionally scary. I think it's the naivety of the characters thinking that, oh, it'll be all right. It'll be all right, And
yeah, I think there's a bit in there that sticks in my mind, and they're waiting for because they're an older couple, aren't they? And they're talking about the kids when this nuclear bomb's gone off.
Yeah.
And one of them says, "Oh, they were driving somewhere." He said, "Oh, it's all right. Tom's a very good driver," or something like that. I thought,
yeah, not during a nuclear winter. He's not.
No, he's not.
No, there's bits of him flying all over the northeast at the time, isn't there? His head's in Newcastle, and his limbs are somewhere stuck south of Birmingham.
I don't know if I mentioned this before. Actually, I might be having deja vu. The nuclear blast scene in Terminator 2. Apparently, that's extremely realistic.
Really?
They consulted a load of experts, you know what I mean, on nuclear weapons and shit like that, and nuclear fallout. And they said, yeah, that's apart from her hanging onto the fucking fence, everything else then is pretty much,
yeah, she hangs on for a long time, doesn't she?
Yeah, it's knocking skyscrapers down, but her fingernails are rolling out.
Typical woman, though. When a woman gets her claws into you, you're fucked out.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like that. Seamless. It's true, though, isn't it?
It'll be your apocalypse next week when this goes up.
Yeah, you're right, yeah. She does listen to this, by the way.
Oh, you're definitely fucked.
Yeah, But it's true, though. I mean, that is a very powerful scene in that. But I think, like with anything, when you watch anything as a viewer, you know, in real life, it doesn't matter because you won't be here. You know what I mean? It's like people get scared. I get scared about stuff, like everybody does. But it's like it doesn't really matter because you won't fucking feel anything, and it'll be over in seconds. So I'd rather, if it was going to happen, I'd rather burn out than fade away for want to be better. I'm afraid, like Kurgan says in the church on Highlander.
Oh, that's going back a bit.
Love that film. Talking about that at work the other day. Love that film, Highlander. That's probably one of my guilty pleasures. I mean, especially with Christopher Lambert's horrific Scottish accent, which is it's horrendous. By the way, if you listen to it now, it's embarrassing.
It's up there with the Russell Crowe's whatever he was trying to do in Robin Hood. That was just, I didn't know what that were. Or Kevin Costner's switching from English to American
Prince of Thieves.
Yeah, every other 3 words.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Christian Slater didn't do much better either.
No, he didn't.
No, he was. That was horrific. But
was the bad guy in Highlander the chap out of Shawshank Redemption?
Yes,
it was. I think.
Yeah, it was. And God, I can't remember his name.
Clancy.
Yeah,
something.
The Kurgan. Yeah, I can't remember who it was. Somebody was going to be who was it? Was going to be the Kurgan. Oh, God, I can't remember. I'll remember.
Hulk Hogan.
No, thankfully not. No, it wasn't Hulk Hogan. No, it was somebody else. It'll come to me. But yeah, I do love that film. I absolutely love it. The first one. The other two, the Highlander 2 and 3 were shit.
They made like 6, didn't they?
Do you know what? I don't know.
They made loads. And they made a TV series that was absolute crap.
Yeah. But I know Christopher Lambert, the first one was great because it was, in the second one, they decided to make them like from another planet, which was fucking stupid. I mean, they should have just left it. They're just sort of like strange humans that were born and didn't die, But I love the original. And the Sean Connery character in that, he was meant to be fucking Spanish.
I was just going to say, yeah.
Something fucking Goebbels. It was fucking horrendous.
It's about time we saw Sean Connery make a comeback.
Oh, mate, fucking hell, how old is he, though? He's fucking knocking.
He must be all right.
He might be, but he's knocking on though. Shit, he's retired though, hasn't he?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
basically said, "I've knocked on the head."
Well, that thing, the last film was that League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, wasn't it?
That was a while ago though.
Yeah.
But I thought that was quite good, by the way.
I didn't mind it.
Yeah, it was
but
all right.
rumour has it was that disappointed with it. He's just like, fuck this, I'm done.
I suppose there comes a point though, is that maybe just not the roles. Maybe the roles that he's getting. You know, I mean, he certainly couldn't run around, you know, as an action hero, I suppose. But no, he has made some good films, but he's made some shitters as well. But he's as in Highlander, he was good. Ramirez, yeah, the Spanish peacock. Yeah,
I'll have to watch the Highlands. You know, I can't remember half of it.
Love it. I could probably. I'm not going to. Probably recite most of it. Love it. But the Kurgan, though, I think you know when you get somebody who makes a role his own, and I think the Kurgan's character in that is so powerful, it's so dark and twisted that it just makes the film. And I think he did that with that character. Brilliant, fucking brilliant film.
He's always played an arsehole though, hasn't he, that film?
Yeah, he has. But no, I really, really do love Highlander. I think it's a great film.
He was the voice of the Thor. I think it's in Thor Ragnarok.
No,
No,
I don't really do Marvel movies. No, I don't. I know you're looking at me like that, but I don't really do.
It's a good job this isn't on video. You see the look of absolute disgust I was giving him.
No, I mean I like the odd one. No, just not really massively into them, so to speak.
Well, he was the voice of the big fiery dude in it anyway.
All right.
I can't remember.
Well, I can imagine anything that's like a big fiery dude. I can see him. I can certainly see him playing it.
Do you know Highlander only got a critic score of 24 out of 100 on IMDb?
Well, there you go. This is the thing, you see, because almost with some film, it doesn't matter how shit they are, does it? Do you know what I mean? When you factor them into the I mean, take Highlander as an example. Probably the best movie soundtrack ever. You know, and that doesn't happen anymore. You know, where a band ultimately writes a whole album around a film. That's what Queen did. You know, it's a kind of magic. The album was written about
the film.
The film.
Yeah.
Fucking. I mean, that doesn't happen anymore.
No, it doesn't.
Why doesn't it happen anymore? Because it was fucking brilliant. I mean, that album and the soundtrack to that film is unreal.
It just says on here, it says Queen originally intended to record only one song for the movie, but after viewing footage from the movie, they were inspired to write more.
Yeah, and there's some fucking awesome. I mean, it's cheesy as hell because a lot of 80s type of vibe to it, which isn't a bad thing, by the way, but some absolutely awesome songs on that album. Really, really good.
Yeah, how's this for not doing research? The filmmakers for The Highlander were shocked to find out after signing his contract that Christopher Lambert didn't speak any English. Wouldn't have been the fucking first thing you'd ask.
Yeah, it was tough listening to him, but I love that bit where they go, "Where you from, Nash?" And he goes, "Lots of different places," like that, and he's meant to be fucking Scottish.
And apparently, the line where you just said then, we said, "Have something to say. It's better to burn out than fade away."
Yeah.
He improvised that.
Wow,
it wasn't in the script.
And he's in the church when he says it because they can't fight on holy ground. That's the only rule that even the Kurgan obeys, and all the immortals they cannot fight. So the Conor McLeod tries to grab him in the church, and as he leaves, and he says, "But he screams it in the church." Very powerful scene. I think it's really, really good. Really underrated film. I like it. I like it.
Apparently, Kurt Russell was the original choice for Conor McLeod.
Oh, God. Yeah, man, you wouldn't know any different, I suppose. But no, I can't imagine that happening. But
no, I'm trying to find out because he's done my head now. I don't even know who the originally had planned for the Kurgan, but I can't find it.
No.
There's about 3,000 pages of trivia on Highlander, so I'm not scrolling through all that.
It was really good. Yeah, no, a great film. I'm going to watch that again soon.
I'm going to have to watch it now because I can't remember most of it. Apocalyptic films, though. I do like an apocalyptic film. Yeah. I'm a bit dour like that.
I like 2012.
No, fuck off.
No, I know. John Cusack's a bit of a what? It's hard to watch sometimes.
It's his face. It reminds me of Droopy Dog. Remember Droopy Dog,
like
the
Droopy
film?
Dog, yeah.
No, the end of the world. Fucking kick him off.
Yeah, he does a bit, yeah.
Well, there we go. Oh, sorry. Rutger Hauer and Nick Nolte were for
I
Kurgan.
think it's Nick Nolte. I think that
Nick Nolte, no, but Rutger.
Yeah, that could have happened. Yeah. Poor Rutger Hauer's not working with us, is he?
That just reminds me. Do you know the advice that the government had given us for washing our hands during coronavirus? Apparently, if counting to 20, they say you wash your hands for 20 seconds. If counting to 20 is too difficult for you, then frankly, just let it get you. But if it is, apparently, if you sing Happy Birthday twice, that's...
So they reckon there's people that walk this earth that can actually sing Happy Birthday but not count to 20?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
If you don't know what 20 seconds is, sing Happy Birthday twice. Now, if you're a bit geeky, like we are, aren't we?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
No, we are.
If you reprise word for word Rutger Hauer's lines in
Blade Runner, the
20,
speech.
20 seconds.
You know, he improvised that, you know?
He did, yeah.
That's fucking unreal, isn't it? It's nearly as good as us.
He must have been a fucking handful of drugs on that.
Shit. It was very powerful, that. Very, very powerful. But yeah, phenomenal. In the rain, wasn't it? Yeah. Mad, that. Yeah. I do like Blade Runner. It's very much... Do you know what I like about it? Is because it's extraordinarily... what's the right word? It's like, obviously dark. It's dark, and it's it was quite real, if that makes any sense.
A bit like what we say about Battle Los Angeles.
Yeah,
it's kind of believable.
Yeah, but kind of believable because it's not all like action packed, up and down. There's action in it, but it's quite
subdued.
Yeah. So I do like that film. I do like Blade Runner. But
I don't think it's as good as everybody does.
Do you not?
No, because there's about 9 different versions of it you can watch, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. Yeah. I think
theatrical and directors and definitive and the final director's cut and the final. This time we really mean it, director's cut.
That's a good one. That last one. Yeah, I know what you mean though. It has been edited to death, hasn't it?
Second one,
maybe we should do a director's cut.
What, this?
This, yeah.
I'm not sure we could get any worse. To be honest, we don't leave anything out, do we? It's not like we censor ourselves.
No, that actually we can go on record and actually say that we have. I've not to this point, touch wood.
Yeah.
Taken anything out.
No.
This is what you get.
We'll probably get a letter from somebody solicited further down the line.
Yeah, well, they don't know where we live, thankfully.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully we'll stay absolutely anonymous. But I think if we were sat here now and you know there was an impending apocalypse, I think I'd still just crack on as normal. I'd probably still record, do something like this.
Really?
Maybe not.
You don't think when we were talking about if it were gone at them and there's nothing you could do about it, I think what for most people it would be the feeling of shit. I've not done
something.
This. I've not done that.
Yeah. I don't think anybody could actually sit here ever anybody, and I mean anyone who's ever lived, by the way, would be able to sit here and say they have no regrets, or to say they wish they'd have done something else. Everybody wishes they could have done something that they haven't done, but that's inevitable, isn't it?
Well,
I don't think you can get away from that. So I don't think it means that you've led any less of a life just because you haven't done something. You know what I mean? Because otherwise you're fucking battering yourself up all over all the time. There's no,
it's impossible to do everything.
Yeah,
unless you're absolutely fucking
minted.
Yeah, unless you're like Jeff Bezos, whatever his name is.
Yeah. Well, that's why we're doing this, isn't it? So if we do get minted off the back of this, that we can do everything that we want to do. I suppose. Yeah.
I've got we covered bucket list in last episode, didn't we?
Well, yeah, but go on, what you say?
I can't remember now.
Must have been important.
It's gone. Sign of old age.
Most definitely. But I suppose the other just came to me then, apocalyptic event would be an environmental one. So if what is being shoved, for want of a better phrase, shoved down our throats at the minute from the environmentalists, then, and it's true, then I suppose it would be very, very annoying, wouldn't it, that if they were right, you know, the
Oh, God.
What do they call them? I can't, do you know, it never sinks in. What do they call them?
Extinction Rebellion.
That's it, yeah, them fucking cranks. Yeah, then, suddenly if the sea levels just rose and the ice caps melted and there was or the weather patterns got so bad that they were proved right, I don't know if I could cope with it.
I said I might be tempted to fate it. I think there's the first episode we've recorded where it's not been fucking 90 mile an hour wind outside.
Yeah, I know, yeah, that's true. Yeah, it is quite quiet, isn't it?
Yeah, it's calm this week.
Yeah, it is weird.
Yeah, I was seeing, Greta did that speech in Bristol a couple of weeks ago. Greta Thunberg.
Yeah.
She did some kind of speech in Bristol, and it did make me laugh the next day because all these thousands of people went to see her, all these environmentalists,
children,
and they trampled a massive area of greenbelt to go and watch her. It's turned to mud now. No plants, no grass.
No, brilliant.
So yeah, practice what you preach. There, you fucking
crank.
Yeah,
yeah. No, I've no time. I've no time for it. But I suppose it's like anything. I think situations like we've got now, with like the coronavirus and everything else, which let's face it, it's turned everybody's life a bit sideways. That it puts these things into perspective a little bit, like with the environmental things in terms of changing our way. Yeah, you've got to look after the planet. I get that. But I know we've both said it all along. I mean, with people like Extinction Rebellion and all those, what's the right word? Sort of all those upper class hippies that dance in the streets and stop people going to work. Ultimately, it's a lifestyle choice for those people. I think so. I'd probably just burn them all at the stake. You know, like in the Pacific, flamethrowers, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Probably just burn them all.
Okay.
I wouldn't do that. I'm only joking. I wouldn't do. No, seriously though, I haven't got much time for people like that, to be honest with you. I'd much rather listen to scientists or people.
I was just going to say, yeah.
And even science can't really decide on a lot of things, other than we've got to look after the planet a bit more. And I get that. Completely, we've got to consume less. We've got to consume less natural resources and everything else. Interestingly, though, on the coronavirus thing, did you see the pollution map from Italy?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
European Space Agency certificate, didn't you?
Yeah, that's interesting. Now, I think what it does show, though, that as time goes on and we do change to more renewable energies and this, that, and the other, how quickly the pollution can dissipate. All right, the effect of it might still have some harm over time, but in fact, the fact that it dissipates so quick.
Yeah, I think they said China as well, when that was at its height. It was the lowest level of pollution that's ever been.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? It really is crazy. It's bonkers, but...
So maybe, hopefully, when this does die out, maybe there'll be lessons to learn this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, do you know what I think? I think you're right. I think there will be big lessons to learn.
Because if you look at it that way, you could see it as just one big, massive social experiment.
Yeah. And I think what this will do, if we can take anything remotely positive from it, is it'll refocus, or at least not maybe refocus, but it will put more of a spotlight on disease control.
Yeah.
And focus on that, because what's become blatantly obvious is that the damage that can be done in a short space of time is a far greater threat than climate change. Mm-hmm. So I think the focus has been on that so much that this has crept up on us, and it's been like shit.
Yeah.
Resources and focus, because climate change, yeah, we've got to consider it, but I don't think it's as bad as,
Yeah, just going back to that where we were talking about the nukes before, which you don't need. Think of the maintenance and the upkeep. So you got to buy them, you got to maintain them, you got to staff them. Wouldn't you think somebody somewhere would say, why the fuck are we spending trillions on these that we only need 6 of, when you could spend 1/10 of that and have a hospital bed for everybody in the country?
Yeah, there's no answer to that other than applying logic. And if you do apply logic to it, then what you're saying is absolutely right. But the problem, like we were saying earlier, is the fact that my gun's bigger than your gun. That's always going to be this. And if that, to be honest with you, as sad as that is, if that keeps the world secure, God, so be it. You know what I mean? That's the problem, isn't it? You know what I mean? In terms of from a nuclear deterrence concerned, anyway.
Yeah, it just fucking doesn't make sense to me.
No, it doesn't. No,
Yeah.
me. No, I agree with you, but I think that's the backward logic behind it.
That's it. But I hope this coronavirus thing is gone soon, and I hope that we can learn that it shows that the planet will heal itself pretty fucking quick.
Heal the world, make it a better place.
So, yeah. But it just highlights that it doesn't take that much effort.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
No.
We just need to change that little bit to make it so much cleaner.
Yeah. No, I agree. Very, very, very powerful words. You know,
for me, anyway.
Yeah. But do you know what? I don't think this coronavirus will go away very quickly.
No, they reckon in the UK we're going to peak. It's not even peaked yet.
No.
Another 10 weeks.
Yeah, which is scary. So, but regardless, we will record, won't we? We'll carry on.
We might be a bit muffled and behind our respirators, but we'll keep going.
Yeah.
So next episode.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, we'll be here. No, but listen, it is scary. I think what it will be ultimately is a wake up call for a lot of things, because by the grace of God, and hopefully it doesn't mutate to make it any more potent than it already is. This could have been a fucking shitload worse.
Definitely.
If this had been something that affected all age groups.
And like an airborne Ebola.
Yeah, I mean, fucking hell. I mean, that could have been serious dark age shit. I mean, that could have been sent us back to the dark ages, literally overnight. And it makes you realise, you know, we're very, very vulnerable. Very vulnerable. And we're, you know, so... But touch wood and all that, it might just be it'll be a horrible wake-up call because people will suffer as well. But if you can take anything from it, then it's that. But I'm not going to dwell too much on that because the whole point of this is to give us people, you know.
I think the media need to take a little bit more responsibility on what they're fucking doing. Especially, I don't want to name names here, BBC News.
Yeah.
Because they're doing me nothing, right? You notice, if anybody's got the BBC News app, or if you
Does anybody have the app? Who has the BBC News app?
No, I just go out on Chrome.
Yeah, I don't fucking... What the fuck?
But if you notice it, if you use it on your phone, it's got a mobile site, you know what I mean? Yeah. Go on, what?
No, that's all right. No, I'll come back to it. Go on, because you're on one, go on.
Right. I can't understand it.
Sorry.
No. So you'll check, I'll check news. Say I check the news at, I don't know, 1 o'clock this afternoon. And prime example, yesterday, and Trump banned travel from, So it was, in today's society, it was deemed old news, you know what I mean? Anything that's over an hour old is old news these days.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
So it was Trump bans travel, right? So that was like, say, 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon. So nothing had happened then. No new developments. Did nothing to report on. Check the app again a bit later on, and it's dropped 2 or 3. You know what I mean?
Down the list, yeah.
Down the list. And then if nothing happens in the next 2 or 3 hours, which it didn't, nothing new came up, they will bump the old story. It's exactly the same to the top again, with a big fucking red beacon at the side of it like that flashing. It says live updates. Like, oh shit, what's happened?
Yeah.
It's exactly the same happened yesterday.
Yeah.
But because nothing's happened,
they need to.
They need to, oh, quick, nobody's fucking panicking, we better get them riled up again. Do me nothing.
No, I can tell.
Do me absolutely fucking treeing.
I can tell.
It's irresponsible as well, it is.
Yeah. Yeah, again, I think there's a fine balance, and again, I don't want to dwell on it too much, but there's a fine balance between reporting. I don't think they should report or fluff it up. I think it should be, if there's something to be said, say it. Do you know what I mean? I don't think you need to be careful, because you got to, with situations like this, you can panic people, you can scare people very, very easily. But equally, you can go the opposite way and not tell it how it is. So I get a little bit of that as well. And there's a responsibility on their part to do that. It's a funny one. But I don't know. I think there's nothing news-wise is going to be good in the next few weeks.
No.
It's going to be just how bad it's going to get.
I don't think there's been any new cases in China, though, was there, for a few days?
No, I think there's been a few, but only very, very few.
Yeah.
Like, literally on one hand. But, like, there's been... Europe's getting really bad. Spain have locked up today. So, they actually turned plane drain in mid-air.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
Which is quite terrifying, really. So that they're locking down. We'll lock down soon. Guaranteed. Yeah, I think that'll happen. But yeah.
Saw a nice video yesterday on Facebook. It was...
Did it have a cat in it?
No, it didn't.
Right.
It was a couple of blocks of flats in Italy. So everybody's locked down, they're self-isolating. Yeah. And everybody's on the balcony. So there's a fella on one balcony with a keyboard, one underneath with a guitar, one on the other side of the street with some drums. And they're playing music, and everybody else is on the balconies. And
shagging?
No.
Oh.
What did that pop in your head then?
Italians are always at it, aren't they?
God, everybody's in your fire lines tonight. Welsh, Italians. And they were singing, you know what I mean? It was really, and everybody that didn't want to sing were clapping along. I thought it was really, in a shit time like that.
Yeah. No, that's good. Yeah, it's got a bit of camaraderie.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, I get that. That's good. Because they are having it bad over there in Italy, right? Really, really bad. So... But yeah, hopefully, we'll all come through it, and we'll keep trying to smile, we'll keep trying to laugh, and we'll make sure that that we try and make the best of it where we can, really. But it's not going to be easy.
No,
is it?
Definitely
it's not going to be easy. But we'll keep we'll keep at it. So what was that?
My phone. Sorry,
right.
I didn't have it on silent like an amateur.
No. I thought it was. I thought we were being watched. Probably are.
Yeah, probably are.
Yeah.
Fucking Welsh Secret Service.
Yeah. Fucking hell. Yeah. Well, before we do get taken out, I think we'll probably wrap it up, won't we? In terms of the apocalyptic episode. I think we've covered most of it.
We'll sneeze it into a tissue and chuck it in the bin.
Oh, brilliant.
How's
what
that?
A great finish to the old this episode as well. So, but as always, because I just remember I didn't do my housekeeping because I jumped straight into the
that's all right. We can tag it onto
apocalypse scenario. So yeah, just a reminder to everybody out there, because if you are self-isolating and all that, you'll be very, very bored. So we can sort of push you to the edge a bit more, actually. But if you listen to all of our episodes, you can get us on Spotify and
Podbean.
That's it. Podbean and Google Podcast.
Yep.
And what's the other? Oh, go on.
iTunes.
That's it. Yeah.
Google Play.
Google Play.
And we're cropping up on a lot of apps we don't really.
Yeah.
We're not au fait with.
No. We just seem to be spreading across the internet as well. So yeah, so you'll find us anyway. So even if you just bloody Google Doran and Dean Talk, go to Spotify, put Doran and Dean Talk in, you'll see our pretty little faces. Just click on there, follow us, and you'll get all our episodes so far. So I think we've done, is this number 7? Isn't it?
Christ, no.
Yeah, I think it's the 7th episode. So there's quite a lot to go at. So when you are self-isolating, sweating and sneezing and everything else into your never-ending supply of bog roll, you can listen to us and hopefully lift your spirits a little bit. Yeah. So, but
do you know?
Well, go on. What?
I went through the whole episode and didn't make a pasta la vista baby joke.
Oh,
never mind. Wasted opportunity now.
Never mind. Well, it's funny now. It's funny now. So we're going to. We're not self-isolating yet, so we're still strong as two. I was going to say 2 oxes, but maybe 2 baby oxes, or
with rickets.
Yeah, with rickets. So we'll probably just lock ourselves in the studio for the next 3 weeks and just record some psychotic episodes.
Why not?
Yeah. So I think we'll sign off. So don't forget to follow us, comment, subscribe, whatever you listen to us on. Just follow us, and any feedbacks, any subjects you want us to cover, good, bad, or anything else, give us a shout. I think.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. So I think without further ado, I'll sign off and go and try and find some bog roll or toilet roll. What do they call it in America? Toilet roll, tissue.
Toilet tissue.
Toilet tissue for all you Americans, and then I don't think they call it anything else in any other country. Toilet roll.
No,
Yeah.
God
Anyway,
knows.
you know what I mean. Stuff you wipe your ass with. So we'll go and do that. So for me, I think I'll just say thanks for listening, and we'll do it all again soon. So thanks again. That's all. Goodbye from me.
Bye bye.
And goodbye from him as well. So see you soon. Bye bye.